That's the question.
Which one of you will hurt me?
First of all, let me start by saying you guys all did great work, and Anna did such a great job with this.
Thank you.
I'm so curious, like, what has been for the three of you your reaction, like, with everything that's happened? Because, this is like a small movie, 24-day shoot, and it goes to a festival, and it's like the first thing bought by Netflix, and now it's going to be on Netflix everywhere in like a week.
Yeah.
Hearing you say that is actually wild.
I think I just got a little nervous.
I know, I did too. My palms are sweating.
Well, it's also been almost 2 years since we shot it. And so it's been such a...
I had a mullet. Like, I don't know. Things have changed.
It feels a little surreal. It's very exciting, and I think I'm really, really proud of what Anna made and what we all came together to create. And so it feels really cool that people are going to get to finally see it.
And I'm just so proud of this film. Like watching it, I feel like as an actor, especially a brand new actor to the industry, it's so rare to have like one of your first projects be something that you're like so deeply proud of. Do you know what I mean? So I just feel so lucky to have this as like my film debut, and I've just been waiting for it to come out because I also just am really proud of like the work that we all did and the work that I did in this film, and so it feels really nice to be able to say that.
Yeah, it's really cool. None of us work together. So we all sort of shot our
I didn't even meet
parts.
Kathryn until a
couple
months ago.
Yeah. And so it's really cool. I mean, Nicolette and I have known each other for years in the Broadway community. And so to get to watch the movie and be such a fan of it as like, someone who gets to see all these brand new parts, and then to think that so many people are going to get the opportunity to have, to get to see this movie it's thrilling. It doesn't really get better than that.
One of the things, obviously, Anna has never directed before. She did such a great job with this, but I'm so curious because she's an actor and has worked with such talented directors. What was she like giving direction on set? Because she obviously knows exactly what you're thinking because she's been there. So what was that like?
The dream. There'd be so many times where she'd be like, okay, this feels crazy, I know, because you're pretending to talk to nobody on the phone, and that's insane. But this is what, I just need a little bit more of this. And she would talk to you because she knows exactly what it's like. Yeah. And so you'd feel so safe to try things, to be new at things. I don't know.
Yeah. She's really good at communicating in a way that as somebody who's been on the other side of the camera, in front of the camera, she does it in a way that we really understand. Yeah. And it can penetrate in a way that creates, I think, performances that feel really grounded and didn't feel pushed. And she's awesome. She's just incredible. I feel like I hope she continues to direct more and more.
I was so worried she was going to get sick of me because I was like, Anna, can I just follow you around all the time? And I would just like show up to set on days that I wasn't working and follow her around and watch her direct and take notes and like soak it all up because I didn't really know a lot about film from a technical standpoint, and so that helped me grow so much as an actor, and I just feel so much more confident walking onto a set now because I have an understanding of what's actually going on, so she was really nice to let me do that.
That's actually something I've spoken to, like Bryce Dallas Howard. She's talked about how she went to set on certain days with her dad just to study things. Yeah. And it's like, you can learn all you want in like an acting class or through friends, but it's really being there and seeing what it's really like on a take. And when you have one take to get it right, and you know what I mean?
Exactly. Well, and we all them more than me, but are theater people, and so it's just such a different medium. Yeah. Like, I feel like theater is like an actor's medium, but film really is more of like a director and camera medium, if that makes sense. And so as an actor, like you feel so alone in your process, sort of, and like disconnected from the goals of the project sometimes. And so when
wasn't that way with Anna.
Not with Anna. She was so good at being like, this is what's happening behind the camera, and we're all on the same page, and we all have the same goal, and it makes a huge difference. Yeah, it really does.
I actually want to read something. So, Kathryn, you gave a quote. I was reading the press notes and doing some research. And something really struck me, which is I think there's a secret language of women. I think we've all been in the room when you suddenly stop feeling safe, and it's a language you learn when you're way too young to learn it.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a very honest, astute, very... Not enough people talk about that. Can you sort of talk about that quote and how it also plays into the movie?
Yeah, I think that, especially growing up as a young girl, you learn to be polite and to make people feel comfortable and make them feel happy. And oftentimes that comes into direct conflict with your instinct and your sense of danger. And oftentimes you're put in a situation when you feel danger and you feel threatened. You see that a lot in the film. And you have a choice. One is, am I strong enough to get out of this situation? Or do I have to play dumb? Do I have to be nice? And what's going to be the safest route out? What's the safest path to, home? And so I think that oftentimes, especially in this film, you see it, we make the choice to be palatable. And we make the choice to, oh my God, I'm being crazy. I've done it a million times in the last month. I am being crazy. There is no danger. I'm being dramatic. This is insane.
Yeah.
And there's so many times later you get that confirmation where you're like, I wasn't wrong.
You almost learn to gaslight yourself.
You do all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. And I think as you grow older, you really learn oh my God, I can't believe I survived being 21. Because you're surviving beautifully. Thank you so much, baby. You're surviving very beautifully. Yeah, I just think it's something we learn way too young, how to protect ourselves, how to walk on the side of the street that has an exit route, how to look over your shoulder. Mm-hmm. And it's a language we all speak and have for a very long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm just about out of time, but one of the other reasons why I think the film is so good is that it never glorifies the killer, never glorifies the crime porn, if you will, and it's very much focused on the women. And can you sort of talk about that aspect of the film?
Yeah.
It was really important to Anna to create these characters that people could really connect with and that could be interchangeable with anybody in your own life. And it was really important to focus on the women versus the serial killer, which I think is an incredible shift from many genre films out there. This can hopefully be the start of a conversation in many ways, or the continuation of a conversation.
And it is kind of like a different genre than a normal serial killer movie. I think Anna really didn't want it to be a horror movie, like a thriller. And I think that really informed that acting as well, because it feels really grounded and
Yeah. I'd agree with that tenfold. I think it's, you really see the lives that are robbed. And I think that has a big impact.
On that note, I got to go. I'm just going to say, seriously, congrats. Hope a shit ton of people watch it.
Thank you.
And thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.